Welcome everyone to another episode of A Bright Side. Now, you all know me, I do love a good pasty. Now the whole point of today's video, along with the next few videos, although they won't be concurrent, they'll be filmed over the course of the next sort of few weeks, maybe even a month or two, I don't know. I'm gonna eat some pasties. I'm gonna go with a couple of pasties today, give you an opinion on which I think is best. I am by no means a food critic, I am not qualified in that field, but I know what I like, I enjoy pasties, so I'm going to give you my opinion on some of the pasties that are made locally. So let's go check it out. While I'm here at this end of Penzance, I'm just looking at this lovely footbridge that goes across the train tracks. I don't know if I've ever really been over, I think I have walked over it historically, but I might just sidetrack away just from the pasty a minute and just walk along this bridge. Now, the railway is doing quite a lot of work down like on the sidings. I think it's to do with train storage. I don't think there's enough room in the current like sheds to store like their rolling stock. So that's what I've been told. I believe it's something to do with that, like the storage of trains, something like that. It's been going on for quite a while though. I was hoping they were going to put like a fast food restaurant there, but alas, it is not to be. And just looking in the opposite direction, back toward Penzance. What a lovely view. Actually, if you're kind of in this area of Penzance, just pop up here and look back in toward the town. It's really quite nice, particularly on a nice day. Obviously you wouldn't want to do it when it was raining, that would be bad. And a nice view of St Michael's Mount. Yeah, quite a nice day today, nice November day. It's not overly cold. Alright, okay, let's get back on track with the video. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to have about maybe 2 pasties per video. Like I said, this is going to be a little mini series of videos. They're not going to be concurrent, like I said at the beginning of the video. They are going to take place over the course of, you know, a few weeks, maybe, you know, going into sort of like early 2023. And I'm going to try and like do sort of like for like. So we're going to do like, you know, when we have like a Warren's pasty, we'll see what they're like in Rose. When we do a Cornish oven, we'll go across town and see what they're like in Aunty over in Newlyn. Plus there are some other areas I want to check out. I do love a Philps pasty, I do love a Hampson's pasty. I want to go over to Hale at some point, just maybe get the train, just for the heck of it, and compare those 2 pasties. One thing for sure, I'm going to enjoy this series of videos because, like I said, I do love pasties. Just off to the side of the road, here in this little grassy like berm, there's often like flower beds there, like forming like you know, like words, like a picture or something like that, like, you know, like the Penzance in bloom, that type of thing. But not there right now, just some grass. I do like this big sign on the approach to Penzance, which is sort of opposite the Tesco filling station. Welcome to Penzance. And then Penzance, blah blah blah, something in Cornish underneath. I need to learn how to speak Cornish. Stop number 1, the Cornish oven, here on Eastern Green. Let's head in. One medium short crust steak procured. Just come round the back of the Cornish oven just to eat quietly in their little car park here. So one thing I'm going to do with these videos is I'm going to always make sure that I get a steak pasty and a short crust. If I change it up and like get randomly like a flaky pastry or, I don't know, like a cheese and onion, that's not really going to be a good comparison. So with these videos, of all the pasties I consume, they will be all short crust and they'll be all like, you know, steak. And obviously a medium, I mean, you know, large, medium, whatever, but we'll just go for a medium because, you know, I am Cornish, but there's only so many pasties that I can eat in a day. I've just rested the camera on like the top of a bin, you know, like a dumpster style bin, so I can have both hands. Now, one thing I always like on a pasty, lots of people would frown at this, but this sticky sort of burnt bottom, that is just the bee's knees. You've got to have a pasty with a burnt bottom, as far as I'm concerned. So what have we got? So, like I said, I am by no means an expert, but the pastry is looking nice. Good sort of crimp all the way around, a little bit thin at one end. And it hasn't got that huge, like, knobbly bit. It's got like a smaller little knobbly bit, but, you know, that's fine. Slightly less crimp, maybe more insides. I don't know. Let's dig in. A van reversing behind me. He's probably thinking, what the heck is he doing eating a pasty, standing by a dumpster, filming himself. Quite close to the heliport here as well, so get the old helicopter going over to the Sicily. If you don't know, I mean, obviously, if you're from Penzance, you'll know exactly where I am. It's a good pasty. Sometimes you can get a pasty which is like ridiculously seasoned. I do like a well-seasoned pasty. I like you know, pepper and stuff in a pasty, but sometimes, you know, if you have too much, it like blows your socks off, and just get the angle up a bit more. It can like blow your socks off sometimes. But actually, this is nicely seasoned. Nice bit of steak in there, like rearing its head. Nice. Not the hottest pasty. It's obviously been in their ovens, keeping warm. But to be honest, that suits me. I don't like to, you know, get like a pasty and it's like scaldingly hot, and then you've got no tongue left or teeth. You know, I like to enjoy the flavour of my pasty, and obviously to enjoy that real good flavour, you don't want to, you know, have like your tongue like torn out with heat. I'm a little bit blacked out there. Let's turn this way a little bit. The meat is quite peppery actually. But not too ridiculous. Yeah, a little bit of heat. Not heat, but, you know, pepper heat in the meat. That's good. It's, at least, you know, it's not bland. No, it's a good pasty. I think I might need the shades when I'm walking through town. Lovely blue sky out there. These bins. Not that I've like put like plates of food on the bins, but it reminds me of in Florida. If you go to Disney's Epcot Center, it's quite renowned like during their like food and wine festivals, flower and garden, that sort of thing, when they have lots of food stalls. And they're like, there's hardly any table. Well, there's tables, but they're always like you know, occupied and taken. And what people generally just do is use the trash cans, which do make me laugh. You've got all these plates of food like lined up on the trash cans, and people are just standing around or eating from them. Just reminds me of that because I'm just stood here by these dumpsters around the back of Cornish oven. Vans and vehicles manoeuvring around me. I said they're probably looking at me thinking, what's he doing? Well, other than the obvious, is eating a pasty. Picked up this Volvic certified carbon neutral bottle of water. Natural mineral water. Wash that down with. Marks out of 10? I don't know. That was a pretty good pasty for like a commercially bought pasty. You know, at the end of the day, you can never beat a homemade pasty. Oh, pardon me. But I don't know. The pastry was good. Meat was good. I think the seasoning was good. It wasn't over the top, but you could taste the seasoning in there. The rest of the ingredients, the turnip, the potato. Yeah, it was a good pasty. I'd give that a good. I'd give that a good sort of 6.5, 7, I think, out of 10. That was pretty good. I think another winner is if you're out and about in your vehicle, you can just literally drive into this one. You know, the A30 runs on the other side of those like garages and stuff, and here along Gelbert Way, easily accessible with your car. So I think that's another sort of thumbs up. If you, like I said, if you're out of the town, the Cornish Oven is easy to get to. So yeah, all right, pretty good. I will be requiring the shades. Nice. Made it to the Penzance promenade. I am nearing my destination, Newlyn. I do love that noise as the waves like flow back from the pebbles. I think that's such an awesome noise. I love it. Okay, what's going on? Okay, here we go. Never quite as nice from the dispenser than the actual, you know, Costa store or Starbucks, wherever you get your coffee from, but first coffee of the day, so that's going down quite nicely. Just made it onto Newlyn Green and just saw this like construction stuff going on. What are they doing here to the green? There's like big diggers and all these like construction fences. Big sort of blocks, like concrete blocks it looks like. I wonder what that's all about. If you know, let me know in the comments, because I'd like to know. By the way, it started to rain. Wonder why they've torn up all the grass. Alright, interesting. There's a sign here on the fence from the Environment Agency. Newlyn Research and Development Project. We will be working around low tides during daylight hours to install 88 new eco blocks on and around Newlyn breakwater. Oh, okay. Oh, so those are like, it's going to form like a new breakwater. Gotcha. So they're just using this space as like a depot. All right. Should be completed by spring 2023. I now know. Right. About to enter Newlyn proper. Aunty May's is just around the corner. Heading in, it's a little bit of a line actually, so that's always a good thing. Who knew that Aunty May's did their own like merchandise? Pick up a sweet tea if you want one. I have procured a medium steak from Aunty May's. I was going to sit on these benches, but we did just have that sprinkling of rain, so they are a bit wet, so I don't want to sit down there particularly, but I will sort of perch and hover in this general vicinity. Aunty May's, by the way, just over there on the other side of the river. It's been years since I've had an Aunty maize pasty, so yeah, I'm quite excited for this. Right, nice little crimp. Pastry looks nice. Again, another short crust. Again, I didn't want to go for like a flaky pastry because, you know, I want to kind of make them to be, you know, I want them to be consistent, so so that it's a fair sort of test. So let's dig in. There's a big gap in there, like nothing in. Just this front bit. Pastry's good though. Yeah. Yeah, pastry's nice. Again, that nice sort of burnt bottom, which is always a good sign. Used to be a really good like bakery just at the bottom of the hill there called Eddie's. They used to do fantastic pasties. My dad and I would pick up the pasties from Eddie's. They've been gone a very long time. You know, like, I don't know, maybe 20 years? It's been gone a long time, I don't know. If you remember Eddie's, let me know in the comments. It's a very nice view. We're looking down toward that bridge and the river that flows out into the sea. And these old buildings that have got a story or two to tell, I bet. Less seasoning in this one, so it's not as peppery as the one out at Eastern Green in the Cornish oven. Not that that one was overly peppery, but this one not quite so seasoned. But the flavour's there. I haven't got into the meat proper yet. The meat is more sort of in there. I can see the meat. I can see the meat that, whoa! I think we've just lost a bit of meat. I won't eat that bit because it's now, you know, down on the rock work there. I just found a little bin around the corner, so I just put that bit of meat in there. What a shame! That's like when you drop a piece of meat from a pasty. Ah. Hopefully there's more meat in there. Okay, I was going to say, it's difficult when you're marking anything, not just pasties, but you know, anything at a 10. When you've got like a whole bunch of things that you want to like pass judgment on, so to speak, you kind of want to be roughly in the middle, because if you start out high and then you get a better pasty, or you know, whatever you're marking, where do you go from there? So I gave the Cornish oven a 6.5, 7. Good, we're 7 for Cornish oven. It was tasty, etc., well seasoned. It was definitely more meat in the Cornish oven. There's less meat in this one. Someone honking their horn at the Newlyn's really busy. Cars constantly driving through Newlyn. Like the flip the camera around. But this little bit over the bridge, you've got like the fish markets down in that direction. like up to Paul in that direction. That way is out like towards the Meadery. What's that called? Coombe, isn't it? Is it Coombe? Yeah, the Coombe. It's a very busy little junction, and yeah. So obviously someone was there honking their horn at somebody. Right, I'm into the meat. Yeah, the meat isn't so well seasoned here. Nice juicy pasty though. Just trying to think of what other Newlyn, what other baker is there in Newlyn. You've got a Warren's just around the corner. I think there's a butcher's next door to that. They probably do pasties. Obviously Aunty May's where we bought this one. I can't think off the top of my head if there's any more in Newlyn. Right, I think that's going to do it for today. I don't think I can eat any more pasties. 2 sort of medium steak is, you know, we're getting there with the sort of amount, you know, the amount of pasty that I can take in the sort of space of a couple of hours or so. As to the all-important rating, so we gave the Cornish pasty, or the Cornish oven, I mean, we gave them a good 6, we gave them a 7. We decided to, yeah, went for a 7 out of 10 for the Cornish oven. I think for Aunty May's, I'm going to go with 6 out of 10. It was very delicious. I did prefer, I think the standout for me with the Cornish oven was the seasoning. It wasn't overly seasoned, but it was seasoned just enough. There was a little bit less seasoning in the Aunty May's, and it was still a very delicious juicy pasty, which is why it's got a good solid 6 out of 10. But on today, I mean, who knows, you could go to a pasty, you could go there tomorrow and it could be a better pasty. But as of the recording of this, I'm going to go today with the Cornish oven with a good 7 out of 10. Aunty May's gets a 6 out of 10. We're going to leave the video there. I do hope you enjoyed it. I certainly had fun making that one because, you know, I do like pasties. Do all the usual YouTube stuff. Like, subscribe, smash the bell. As always, thank you for watching. So from us to you, cheers and gone.